We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T, and I hope everybody's doing good today. Make sure you guys have your teacups ready.
Get ready. Y'all get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
Because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, y'all. So I know I've been gone for a few days. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys know I went on vacation for my birthday weekend. I went down to wretched-ass Florida, okay? And I have been kicking it hard as hell in Miami. We had a ball this weekend, and thank you guys so much for the birthday love on Instagram and on social media and the phone calls and the text messages. I had such a damn ball out there, y'all. It was crazy. Y'all see me in my damn bikini, chilling in the ocean, getting dressed up for my birthday. I had an awesome time. I needed that time away. I needed to clear my mind. I needed some vacation time. And so just once again, thank you, Tea Sippers, for all the love. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much hate and bullshit I have to deal with, I know I get a lot more love than anything, and that means the world to me. So once again, thank you guys so much for all the birthday messages and all the love shown. So I know I have been getting so many video requests, and I've ignored them all because, again, I was doing me, okay? But now I'm back in LA, and I want to go ahead and hit up some of these topics. So I'm definitely going to be posting several videos today. So a lot of people have been wanting me to talk about the whole Gilbert Arenas situation and him always going in on Lupita Nyongo. And, you know, I've never really talked about Gilbert Arenas. You know, I've posted on Instagram. I've said a few things on Twitter. I've never really made any videos addressing him because to me, he comes off as nothing more than a disrespectful ass attention whoring troll, okay? So if you guys don't know, back in April, he went on this huge tirade against Lupita just out of the blue. So if you guys remember back on April 14th, there was a post on social media and basically it read, "Dear Black girl, you do not have to be mixed to be beautiful." And so a lot of people were praising this post, but Gilbert Arenas decided to bring his ignorant ass onto the post and basically said, how black are we talking? And saying that, you know what, the most beautifulest so-called black women are usually brown skinned. They're never darker than a Gabriel Union. You know, I don't care what anybody says. Black women with African features like Lupita Nyongo, they're not cute. They're only cute when the lights are off. Just being very, very disrespectful. And people drug his ass. They drug his ass all up and down social media to the point where he later backed down and he apologized. And he claimed that he misread the original post. And he thought that the post was basically disrespecting biracial girls. And because he has biracial daughters, he took offense to it. And at that point, I knew he was full of shit, but I chose not to make a video. I was like, you know what, whatever. So now, fast forward 2 months later, a few days ago, he decides to go back in on Lupita Nyongo. So basically what happened is that some, you know, dude ended up tagging him. He goes, hey, look, it's the black girl you said looks better in the dark. So he came back and he responded, everybody's saying her skin looks beautiful. How about her face though? Lights off. And so at that point, again, people got in their feelings. People were really upset. People were really mad. You know, a lot of black women were really hurt by what he said and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm just to the point where I'm over the whole colorism thing. I'm over these colorist ass men. And funny enough, most of these colorist men tend to be the same skin tone as the women that they're calling themselves clowning, okay? What I've noticed in my travels around, okay, is that a lot of black guys, particularly the dark-skinned ones, they seem to have some type of hate for dark-skinned women who are confident. I don't know what it is, but it's like they feel some type of way. Because again, a lot of these guys like to push the narrative that all dark-skinned women are ugly, they're fat, they're overweight, they're ghetto, they never wear their real hair. You know, they like to push all these narratives to justify why they're dating outside their race or why they're running behind racially and biracial women. So if I can sit here and demonize dark-skinned women and belittle them, that makes me feel good. And when you have a dark-skinned woman who's not that stereotype, who carries herself like a goddess, who carries herself with respect, who's never involved in fuckery on social media, that's why Gilbert Arenas is mad. You know what I'm saying? As a dark-skinned female, it took me a long time to be confident with my skin color, to love the skin that I'm in. Because for years, society told me that I was not beautiful and I'm not as good as a girl who looks like an Amber Rose or a girl who looks like a Rihanna or a Beyonce. So once you eventually find that confidence and you're able to hold your head high, it makes people feel some type of way. And it's not just the men that feel some type of way, women as well. Because best believe when I had on my birthday outfit, honey, I was shutting down a lot of fucking chicks out there on South Beach. And they was not feeling that shit because as a dark-skinned girl, again, the stereotype is I should be looking like Gabourey Sidibe. And that's no disrespect to her. So please don't take it like that. But that's the narrative that they push. They hardly ever want to push the beautiful dark-skinned black girl who's in shape, who has her shit together. They don't push that narrative. They always want to push the precious narrative, okay? So sometimes when other women of other races see a dark-skinned girl who's bad as fuck, who has a nice shape, who has herself together, who has her finances together, who can travel, who can do her, they also feel some type of way. So don't get it twisted. It's not just the men. Because again, some of these women who are biracial, racially ambiguous, or, have certain features, they've had their heads so gassed up by the media and by these black men online that when they do see a dark-skinned black girl who's just as fly, you know what I'm saying, who, the white guys are coming at her, the black guys are coming at her, the Latino guys are coming at her, they feel some type of way because, again, as a dark-skinned female, you're supposed to be a walking stereotype. And when you break that stereotype, it makes people uncomfortable. And this is what I see when I see Gilbert Arenas. He's somebody who's insecure with his own skin tone. He's somebody who's insecure with his own blackness. And most of all, he's pissed off because his so-called biracial and racially ambiguous daughters, they look black. Let's keep it real. Those children of his, those 4 kids that he has, do not look like they have a drop of Mexican in them. Those children look full black. From his sons to his 2 brown-skinned daughters. They look just like Gilbert Arenas. He was hoping them daughters would come out looking like Laura Govan, and that's what her ass was hoping as well. She's another color-stuck-ass chick. Because we all saw her in that reality TV show talking about she wished there were more light-skinned people on the show. How are you even talking in a colorist tone when you have 2 brown-skinned daughters at home? You even said yourself that you cut your hair to make your daughters feel more comfortable because they don't have your hair texture and their hair is not long. They have more black features, so you cut your hair to make your daughters feel more comfortable, but then you go on a reality TV show and you start being colorist and talking about they should be more light-skinned people on this show. And Tiffany New York Pollard went off on Laura Govan's ass and put her on blast. If you're going to be black, bitch, stand in it and stand in all shades.
And when it comes to you having intention, you received a lot of flack for this comment you made. One viewer said, I can't believe Laura says she wishes there was more light-skinned people on the cast.
So I love the group dynamic. I wish we had a little more light-skinned people. Is that racist? Not racist, right?
What the was she talking about?
Again, that was to be funny. All of us are light-skinned, so it had nothing to do with nothing. I thought it was funny. You didn't think it was funny? You keep it moving. All right, cool. Next, what's happening?
Karamo and New York, when you 2 heard that, did you think it was funny?
I didn't give a damn. I mean, normally somebody says something like that, I'm like, let me check you. But I think it's just because I've gotten to know your personality.
Yeah, so you know me. So
that,
he's licking ass again because she's not even black.
my dad is black.
Her dad is black.
I don't care.
Children are black.
I don't care about that. When I heard that comment, I did have to pause, but then I had to dig deeper and know who I was as an African-American woman and say, I don't give a what she wants to see on the panel. I'm here, as brown as I am, as black and as beautiful as I am. And if I rip this hair off, yes, I do have naps, and it's okay.
So, Lord, a lot of people don't identify you as black. So you have a black woman who said, I was offended by it being a black woman of darker skin. So do you think you offended black women?
No, not at all. I'm black.
Then why bring it up?
Again.
If you are black,
Keep
why
joking
bring
around.
that up?
Joking around.
Ask her. Ask her.
Why make tone such a subject to say, if you are black and you're standing in it, stand in it in all shades.
Don't sit here and pick and choose. Stand in it and stand in all shades. And this is what I don't respect about people. And another thing, y'all need to start taking notes, okay? Y'all need to start taking notes on some of these so-called woke celebrity men. What I find funny is that a lot of these so-called fake woke celebrities, you know, the ones who have now come into their consciousness and they've now put on their dusty ass dashikis and they want to sit online, you know, preaching about blackness all day. I find it funny that these same celebrity men never hold Gilbert's feet to the fire, okay? Where's T.I. to call him out on his bullshit? Where's Snoop Dogg to call him out on his bullshit? And let's not forget Snoop Dogg's daughter, who I have shouted out on numerous occasions because I'm proud of that young girl. She recently graduated high school, but she's been all over television recently crying her eyes out about how insecure she was about being dark-skinned.
Colorism is a discrimination against individuals with the dark skin tone, and that is not okay. A lot of people tell me, oh, you're pretty for a dark skin girl. What does that mean? Are you shocked that I'm pretty because of my skin color? You wouldn't tell a light skin girl, oh, you cute for a light skin girl. They call me ugly, you look like this, you're a runt out of your family. I used to cry to my mom, like, why do I have to be dark? I just want to be light skinned and have curly hair. I started embracing my skin tone like 2-3 months ago. Yep. I really just hope that dark-skinned girls can get into their heads that it's beautiful. Be happy with yourself. It starts with that. If you love yourself, that's all that matters.
And she said for years she felt very, very insecure about her features, her hair texture, and everything else. But yet and still, I have not heard Snoop Dogg call out Gilbert Arenas for his foolishness at all. Snoop Dogg can talk about Bobby Valentino getting caught with transsexuals. Snoop Dogg can talk about Black China playing Rob Kardashian. But when a black man is sitting up here disrespecting a black woman who has done nothing to him, okay? Lupita has done nothing to him but pay his ass dust. And I don't see any of these black men coming to her defense. And that's the saddest part, because I know damn well if he said these same disrespectful comments about a Rihanna, about a Beyonce, about hell, even an Amber Rose, they would throw on their capes and they would ride on him. How dare you talk about Rihanna? How dare you talk about Amber Rose? She's fine. She got pretty eyes. Oh, she's sexy. She can rock a bald head. People will be fighting tooth and nail to defend these other women. But you notice none of them say anything when it comes to dark-skinned women being disrespected. And again, this is not a ratchet-ass dark-skinned chick. This is not some ghetto hood booger chick who's on social media acting a fool. This is a woman who does nothing more than mind her business. And she's actually done something to be famous. She's a stellar actress, okay? So let's not forget that. This is not just some random Instagram model. Had he said these same comments about Bernice Burgos, trust and believe these same, woke celebrities would have went in on him. So it's funny that dark-skinned women are always the butt of the joke, and people don't seem to be bothered, nor do they bat an eyelash when a dark-skinned woman with African features, who's not the typical Eurocentric beauty model. But because it's Lupita, I find it funny that so many men, so many celebrities are quiet, and females as well. Because a lot of celebrity females are not chiming in, they're not saying too much either. And that's the same thing with Kodak Black when he was saying his old ignorant ass comments, and I called him out a year ago. And the same folks were like, oh, you're being sensitive. It's just a song. You're tripping. And then what happened? A year later, he went on that whole tirade on Instagram, talking about how he don't like dark-skinned women and oh, well, so what? And that's why I didn't do a second video, because everything I said in the first video was the truth. And when you're speaking the truth, you don't need to reiterate shit. You want to know how I feel about Kodak Black? Go back and watch the video I made about his ass a year ago. I don't have to address what he said in 2017 because I caught the shit out in 2016. But y'all chose to clown me and go off on me. Okay? Once again, I don't give a damn what Gilbert Arenas likes, who he's attracted to. You can like what you want to like without disrespecting a whole group of people, okay? You can date your racially ambiguous women. You can date your white women, but you don't have to disrespect your own. Because again, I know white men who prefer nothing but Asian women, but I have yet to see a white man go on national television, go on Instagram, go on social media, and disrespect white women, all the while uplifting Asian women. I don't see that. What a lot of these men need to realize, the same tears that you're trying to cause somebody else to have are the same tears you're going to be wiping off your daughter's face. Because the same attitude and the same seeds that you're planting into these young men's heads who look up to you, Gilbert, is the same way they're going to treat your daughters. Because why? Your daughters do not have those features, okay? Your daughters look like little black girls. They do not look like little Mexican girls, okay? They look full black. So the same way you're talking about this woman and disrespecting her dark skin is the same treatment that your daughters will receive, because you're planting the seeds of hate into these young men who follow you. And these young men think this shit is funny. And we need to start calling out foolishness like this. We need to start putting people's feet to the fire. And most of all, you need to talk with your dollars. Don't support nothing that he does. You know what I'm saying? I just find the whole situation just disgusting. And I'm really glad that Lupita's unbothered. I'm glad that she's not addressing it. I'm glad she's not reacting. Sometimes when you ignore somebody, that's the best response. That gets under their skin more than you cussing them out, you going off. Silence is one of the greatest weapons, okay? And I've learned that this year. I don't respond back to shit. You can make whatever videos you want to make about me. You can at me. You can send me whatever fucking stupid ass emails you want to send. Bitch, it's called silence. You will never get a response from me. And I'm glad that Lupita is pulling a Beyonce and she's pulling that unbothered move and she's getting her coins and she's doing her. Because at the end of the day, people who are actually building, who are actually happy in their lives, they don't have to sit here and knock other people. I find the whole situation just disgusting. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button and make sure you click that bell so you can be down with the notification squad, honey. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.